I became interested in wanting to dig a grave because it's such an important part of kind of being human and how we care for the dead and what we do for our loved ones, for other people in the community. But the way that sort of modern funeral practices happen in the United States, a lot of times we're so divorced from participating actively in this process. It's just something that I wanted to have a sort of learned physical experience with. I'm Chris Naka, I'm the director of video at Atlas Obscura, and I'm gonna try and dig a grave. I'm a little nervous about digging this grave just because of the amount of labor involved. I don't really know what to expect. I know the further down I go, the harder it's going to be, so I'm worried I'm gonna run out of gas. It's like a reckoning of my lifestyle choices where I think, oh, I should have been working out and exercising more to prepare myself to dig this grave, but I will pay for those choices in the coming days.
Steelmantown Cemetery is a family cemetery of mine. My family came here in 1680 and created a bunch of little villages that surrounded the industry of the time. It's pretty ancient by American standards. We are adjacent to the Belle Plaine State Forest, which is 25,000 acres. The Steelmantown Natural Burial Ground really revolves around the use of non-toxic chemicals, to non-embalmed bodies, biodegradable burial containers like shrouds or pine boxes, no concrete vaults. Anything that doesn't really require a lot of natural resources or things like that to really steward, to the next generation, and to take care of the environment itself.
And any just like pointers for a first timer as far as like, my operative assumption was to start slow and so I don't run out of gas soon, that like if I can continuously dig, that would be better than like...
Yeah, slow and steady.
Yeah,
slow and steady. And don't think about it too much, because if you start thinking about it like, oh my gosh, I'm only a foot deep, you're gonna get into trouble. So just slow and steady. And the way I try to look at it is usually you can get about 6 inches deep for every shovelful. So every row, you're 6 inches closer to being done. So all you got to do is grab a hold of this here, and you and I can start walking her down. Well, essentially, to hand dig a grave, it doesn't have to be perfect. Essentially, a grave typically is 32 inches wide by about 7 foot long. It can be anywhere from 3 to 6 foot deep, depending on the facility or the person digging it, and if they're in a shroud or if they're in a casket. Really, you just have to have a lot of inner strength to get it done. After you mark your corners, you would then take a straight shovel and you would outline it and basically start to dig.
Okay, now toss all this.
Yep, and there you go. So you got your outline. Give yourself,
Yeah.
Okay, you did a good job. It looks great.
It's tough, I'm not gonna lie, but the ground is really soft here, which is great, and I'm just trying to pace myself so I can keep moving and I don't get tired out. It's a lot of muscles in my body that I don't use on a regular basis, so it's gonna feel great tomorrow. But like Ed said, don't think about it too much, just go at a slow and steady pace, and every pass is 6 inches, so we'll get there. Does anyone come out here and they request to dig the grave themselves for their family member?
I've had people request, but we don't allow it only because it's so arduous.
Yeah.
But we allow them to participate in all the other aspects. It goes in a lot easier than it comes out.
Okay.
So they can, when they want to fill it in, it's much easier for the family to do that.
Well, I'm really appreciative of you giving me a chance to see how far I go.
Oh, absolutely. I have no doubt you'll make it.
I have doubts, Ed. like Ed said, the soil is super sandy here, which makes it easy, but it looks like a grave. I mean, I feel like I'm digging a grave, as hard as that is to do. And however much I have to go, I can definitely tell why people who commit murder or need to dispose of bodies in a clandestine fashion only go about this far, because it's hard.
Well, a lot of people would have given up by now, and
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It has a lot to do with endurance. It's all about slow, steady, and endurance.
I mean, it's one of the best pieces of advice that Ed Sr.'s been giving me, is do half shovels and just go quickly instead of trying to do big
giant,
shovels,
yeah.
and you'll tire yourself out. So
True.
now I think I'm getting down into a little bit more rocky territory.
Yeah, getting into the gravel. But that also means you're getting close to being done. That's the right way to think about it. You know, it's a good lesson for anyone to learn, though, to come out and do something like this.
Yeah. We hit water. It's time to come out of the hole. Ed says 4 feet is acceptable. It feels good because I actually can't believe I dug this hole. I didn't think I would do this well. And it's crazy that 30,000 years ago, people were doing this to take care of the dead. And it's beautiful, I think. I mean, it's so much work. And I have a giant appreciation for that now. It's weird to feel like an activity like digging a grave can make you feel closer to people, but I definitely feel like it was great spending time with Ed and Ed today. I mean, it would have been a very lonely enterprise to do this by yourself.
I will tell you this, I would hire you. You did a good job. Okay, so when people would walk up, you'd hand them a shovel and they'd get busy. So whoever would like to join us in this joyous event. But I gotta let Chris take the first shovel. He's gotta throw the first shovel in. All right, there we go.